morning, Jimmy. Nice bright and early.
Morning, and thanks so much for the invite. It's a big day today.
Yeah, it is. Jimmy, tell us, how many water wells has Action for Schools built over the years?
Over the last 10 years, we're close to getting up to 100 wells now. And I have to congratulate both of you, actually, because GBC has actually funded the 100th well.
Oh.
We are working on the 92, 93, 94 and so on as we work our way up to 100. But GBC Open Day funded the 100th, and that's coming soon.
That's amazing. Brilliant. So when you say 100 water wells, just how many people does that help?
Well, 100 water wells will have probably helped in excess of 40, 45, 50,000 people. The important thing here is that wells don't just help today or tomorrow. I mean, they always say that it's a gift that keeps giving, and it's so true. Our first water well was provided in 2013. So that's 10 years ago, and it's still running, it's still working. It still provided clean, safe water to that particular school and that particular community, which we helped, and it was our first well. So 10 years worth of water for a village. Imagine how many thousands of people we've touched.
And
exactly.
I believe each water well, is that still costing around £500?
Yes, well, due to the global inflation crisis, we're finding that the wells have gone up, but still more or less in the 2,500 region, yes. And the most incredible thing, and I need to bring this up to the attention of everyone, is that over the last year, we've had so many corporates coming to us and actually funding wells. But it's not just the corporates, it's actually the private individuals, ex-teachers of mine in Bayside, for example. I have 2 or 3 cases where choose to remain anonymous, of course, but, families getting together at Christmas and saying, right, this year we are going to gift a well to some needy community in Africa rather than buy a X, Y, or Z present, which really, we may not actually need because we're so blessed here in Gibraltar. So it's really quite humbling when individuals and families and of course companies come to you looking for us and saying, look, we like what you're doing, we see what you're doing, and we want to do a bit more of it, and we want to support. So really, really humbling and great support from Gibraltar. It is a Team Gibraltar effort. I've always said that. We're not alone. It's not about a charity. It's about all of us. And certainly today, with the UN World Water Day, it is about all of us, but I don't mean all of us in Gibraltar, I mean all of us in the world.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned all of us in the world. I think I'm right in saying the UN will this year hold a water conference for the first time in nearly 50 years.
That's right.
How big is that?
It's come up in the priority list, basically because the world, we are all failing in meeting those sustainable development goals, and especially water is one of the key ones. So the UN have identified that, and they're doing something about it. So they have a campaign now which encourages people to take action in our own lives, in how we consume, how we care for water, and how we manage water. Because it's without water, there's nothing. Water is life, basically. So
what steps can we take today, just the average person, us? What can we do?
I think in general we're very lucky in Gibraltar, obviously, and around here. We have water, we have warm water, we have cold water, we have water to play with, we have water to drink, to wash, to you name it. So one of the most important things I'd say is explain all of that, and the importance of caring for that water to our children, to our younger ones, so they don't grow up thinking that the whole world is lucky enough to have a tap in front of them at any moment in time. We had a bit of a crisis in Gibraltar. I mean, call it crisis inverted commas last year with the water shortage, and I mean that just brought home literally the problem that people out there face every single day of their lives, and we're so blessed. So education, awareness, and definitely look after your water. Don't try and close that tap when you're not using it, etc., etc.
I mean, you hear, as you look after your water, I mean, little things like when you're brushing your teeth, your parents tell you, turn the tap off, don't leave the tap on while you're brushing. I mean, small things like that, they can make a difference if everyone does them, no?
Exactly. It's all about thinking that we can make a change, I think, all of us, every single one of us, even the younger ones, of course. It's all about thinking this is a global problem, but really it's an individual issue which you can be the change, and that is a theme of the UN conference. Be the change.
And if anyone wants to support or donate towards that 101st water well that I'm sure you're already working towards, how can people support Action for Schools?
To go onto our website, the bank details are there. We always encourage people, if they want to make a regular difference, they need to make a regular commitment in terms of money, you know, be it a small amount or a big amount. Any amount is good. You know, there are no small amounts. £5-10 a month, that makes a huge difference in lives out there. And we guaranteed 100%. All you have to do is go on our website and you'll see the work that Gibraltar has been supporting for all these years in Sierra Leone in particular.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the invite on such a day. Thank you so much.
Jimmy Grusson joining us live in the studio this morning on The Breakfast Show on what is World Water Day.